My dear child, is it possible to be positive all the time? Some days you will feel like you can't take it anymore. You want to give up on everything. You feel frustrated and flooded with negative emotions. You feel triggered by the people around you. You keep asking yourself, how am I going to ever handle all this? But wait and take a deep breath. Let's take a moment to think about the bigger picture. I want you to understand that whatever you are feeling, you are supposed to be feeling. As you evolve, your energy shifts and you became more sensitive. If something makes you angry or irritated, flip it around in your mind and choose a new perspective. Otherwise, you will be charging the negative emotions within you. In reality, you should do the opposite. Smile at your haters. Use your power to stay away from negativity. Place your focus on yourself. Stay positive. You might not be able to do it all in one go. But taking it slow, step by step, is still good enough as long as you are moving forward. In the end, the most important thing is that even if you cannot make everyone around you happy, there is always a way to find peace and happiness within you. My child, know that during the Advent season, we dare to hope. It's a risk. You may fear being disappointed. Hope is not mere wishful feelings. It's the anticipation of good from God. But the problem with hoping is that it's a risk. You may have experienced so many disappointments that you are afraid to get your hopes up and be let it down again. It takes courage to hope that when people come to really know you, that they will accept you. It takes courage to hope that when you put your work out of people, to see that they will appreciate it. Most of all, it takes courage to hope that God keeps shining with tender love for you even when you are needy, broken, or struggling. In a world of hurt and sin, how can you take courage to keep hoping? By looking into the face of a little child, the Christ child. With all his hope in God, Jesus Christ paraded his privileged seat in heaven as the Son of God at the right hand of his Father, to be born to poor couple in a dirty barn and laid in animal feeding through a lifetime of disappointments, rejections, abuse, and perceived failures, Jesus continued to hope on God. When you take hold of Jesus, hope in God, it gives you the courage to take the risk of hoping for good from God, even when your circumstances are not good. that hope is an anchor for your soul. My child, know that you are abundantly blessed and incredibly resilient. You are the only person in the universe that can control your mind or change its direction when your intuition tells you to. The universe did not create you to spend your days worrying about things you have absolutely no control over. It created you to be wise, abundant, and joyful in all areas of your life, despite whatever twists and turns you may face on your journey. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, imagine all of the amazing ways that things could go right. Think about every blessing that is in your life at this moment and the ones that have already manifested for you in the future. Place your energy on being the highest version of yourself possible. You are the main source of energy that fuels your happiness. Have a faith in your next move. It's going to be your most rewarding one yet. Go ahead and toast yourself for being amazing. Abundance is yours, my child. Everything you desire is within reach. Believe it. My child, know that. I know it feels like at times life is not pretty or kind to you, even though you have the biggest heart. Don't harden your heart. Don't close off your heart. Your heart is meant to be open. With time, you will understand why you had to go through the clouds for the sun to shine. The tears you shed are clearing and making way for your desired path. You ask for change, and that is why things are falling apart to make way for new beginnings. Let your tears dry and your light shine brighter than ever before. The very heart that beats in your chest can hold so much pain, but it's this very heart that can hold and expand with so much love. My child, know that gratitude is not gifted, it's grow. It is not something you are freely given. It has to be worked for, cultivated by sowing seeds of hope over you disappear. It is intentional in your most separate moments. You have to be able to see the garden through the graves. Setting your focus to see what can be over what already is, as reality can be shaped, your present can be reframed and shifted until a fraction of it is in view. My child, know that you are really protective of your space. That is what happens when you find yourself again. Once you recover and see some of the ways life could have been a lot easier, you don't let any of this progress go. And the deeper you go, the better things continue to get. It is almost like a daily dose of validation. So, anytime your past wants to wheel you in, you move one step further into alignment. And even if you touch some of those old components every now and then, it no longer represents the makeup of who you are. And this is just the beginning. My child, know that you are going through a major transformation, and this is your chance to align with the divine will and manifest the life of your dreams. It is not all about material gain, rather about alignment with your true soul purpose, which in turn gives you access to strong powers of manifestation. The universe is blessing you and everything is blossoming in your life. Realize that you are the living, breathing result of all your memories, hopes, and hard work. This is your long game and the investment. Life desires you to prosper. Abundance, fulfillment, and prosperity are ready to be activated in your life. Open yourself to receive. You are moving toward an outpouring of money, energy, time, and all love. Opportunities are limitless. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. Don't wait for abundance to fall into your lap. Take steps, revisit your purpose and directions. Your arrival is only possible after you pinpoint the destination. Now is the time to really tune into your intuition and listen to the messages from your heart. The universe is by your side and ready to open the gates of abundance and let prosperity in whatever form you need it to flow into your life. You just have to open your heart to receive and remove any blocks that are standing in your way. My child, know that I have a plan for you. Don't lose your faith in me by focusing more on the circumstances. When I lead the Israelis towards the promised land that I prepared for them through the Red Sea, by seeing the sea itself, they all grumbled against me. They said it was better to stay in Egypt. They have lost their faith by focusing more on what they see with their eyes instead of focusing on me. In your life, there are certain things that are happening. It may be making you lose your faith in me, but remember one thing: you have a promise from me. A promise to bless you, a promise to prosper you, a promise to protect you, a promise to provide you with what is exactly needed for your life. You also know that every word that comes from my mouth will never ever return is void. So have a faith in me. Remember, I lead the Israelis towards the Red Sea in order to open a way towards the promised land that I had prepared for them. So have a faith in me. For everything, I have a plan. Always remember, you have a promise. If I have given that promise, then I will do it. My child, know that. Here is a gentle reminder for your heart. You have been through a lot more than you can explain, and a whole lot more than the world can ever understand. And while your story lives on to finding more mouths than eyes, I hope you always remember that. It will any and only remain yours, yours to live in, yours to survive, yours to speak of, yours to never speak of, yours to learn from, yours to grow into, yours to grow out of, yours to forget, and yours to believe. And it's okay for them to not see it as long as you remember living in it. The truth is, your eyes can only speak so many truths, and more often than not, it's because the rest are not meant to be heard. They are meant to be treasured. They are meant to be protected. They are meant to stay untainted. Dear God, I don't want to be a byproduct of other people's desire and expectations. I refuse to adhere to who I was told to be or not to be. I desire to be who I truly am. The me that was there before the world left its mark on me, and that is why I have been unlearning who I was told to be, letting go of all the shoulds, shedding layers that were imposed on me, and creating a safe space for my true self to emerge. And beautifully she is. I have had been through cycles of death and rebirth. I started reverting to my truth and seeing the beauty of my authenticity. I no longer desire to be anyone other than who I am. Who I am is enough. I desire to be me, and it's a beautiful place to be. Dear God, I will not judge the way God chooses to grow me. I will not turn my nose up at the lessons He is choosing that discuss themselves as dirt and debris. I will not shame the shed or pity my position where others have been planted. I choose to bloom here with the wild, and weeds will not envy decorated with thorns and knitted strong. I am handpicked for a time as this, thriving in every season differently, planted in and on purpose, celebrating every passing sun I have the privilege to lie my eyes on. My child, know that. Sadly, empathy is commonly misunderstood. Much of what people think is empathy or caring is actually not helpful. Instead of offering empathy, well meaning helpers offer words of reassurance or platitudes from scripture. But in the end, it invalidates emotions or needs. Not only does it fail to meet our soul deep needs, it keeps us from honestly processing our emotions, which hinders our growth in Christ. My dear child, your angels are here to help guide you along the path. Call upon them when you need help and give thanks for the ancestors that come before you. When you wake up and live out your day from a space of gratitude and deep appreciation for your life, you send out a frequency to the universe that you appreciate everything that comes your way. Live in this frequency even if there is turmoil in your life, and you will attract the answers you need. Type yes if you have faith and trust in universe. Type amen if you have faith in God.